Yesterday, President Joe Biden, when asked whether he was optimistic, he felt progress was being made towards getting Israel to agree to humanitarian pauses and strikes, he gave a thumbs up and said yes. Based on your conversations with Israel on Friday, with Arab leaders yesterday and today, do you share the president's optimism? Why hasn't a deal been agreed to yet? And how do you get around Israel's apparent categorical rejection of any kind of a deal like this, a deal that many people seem to think is a modest step?
Well, first, as we said, following my conversations with the Prime Minister and with the Israeli government, this is a process. Israel's raised important questions about how humanitarian pauses would work. We've got to answer those questions. We're working on exactly that. In fact, we agreed that our teams would get together, and they're doing just that. It's important that the pause advance a number of things. One of them is hostages. We are intensely focused, the United States, Israel, every other country that has one of its citizens being held hostage by Hamas, to bring them home. Now, it's important that as we're engaged in pursuing humanitarian pause, this can be something that advances the prospect of getting the hostages back. It can also advance other things that we're committed to doing, as is the government of Israel and other partners in the region, especially getting more humanitarian assistance to people who need it in Gaza. I'll remind you, when we had conversations 3 weeks ago about starting humanitarian assistance, it was a process to actually get that moving. But we had a commitment to do that. It took some days to get the process in place. Since then, we've had trucks moving. We have about 100 trucks a day going in. That's good, but it's grossly insufficient. So now we're working on raising that significantly so that more aid in a sustained way gets into Palestinians who need it. There again, humanitarian pause can also help advance that and create an environment in which we can do as much as possible for people who so desperately need the assistance.